Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. It could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading, it's just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. All right. Aries, we have here two cards, a little bit on the dreary side. They're not dark. It's just very dreary. We have here compassion, followed by play, creativity, betrayal, inspiration, illusion, boundaries, power. And under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have feelings and emotions. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aries, there are certain things that I have done that I am not proud of. Things that I have said. Things that I just can't change. But now I see from your point of view. I've made things worse, but I do have compassion, empathy, sympathy for what has happened and for what you've gone through. In you, I have found a friend. You have mischief in your eyes. There's this vibrance. You make me feel alive again, vibrant again. You make me want to live life to the fullest. And I do want to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. A web of love I would love to weave and have you as the center of my world. But I understand it's difficult to see things in that way because you thought you knew me, and it turns out you never really knew me at all. It's as if I was, and I have been, a complete stranger this entire time. I know that there are certain things that I should have said and done, but I never did. Now there's a lack of faith and a lack of trust. I caused you heartache and pain. Your heart hurts. And that was me. I'm not happy about it, but I admit what I did. Things have changed over time, and I see you now as someone who brightens my world. Before, things were very boring. I was living in a world that was black and white. And ever since you came in, life has been colorful. The world now looks better, tastes better, smells better, feels better, just knowing that you're there. And you are an inspiration. You make me feel that I am perfect. You make me feel special. But I do hide my feelings and my emotions from you. I hide behind a false mask, behind a veil. And I don't tell you the truth. Partly because I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed for what I've done. And you may wonder, why do I act emotionally detached? It's not because I don't want you or I don't desire you or appreciate you. It's because I can't live with myself after what I did. I find it difficult. I don't like myself anymore, and my strategy has been quite silly. I've put up boundaries. Out of sight, out of mind. Certain things have happened, and over time you may have thought I could have done something in a different way. But there are these feelings and emotions that have come through, and I'm trying to put a block on it. This blockage that has come up, I do it because a part of me is vulnerable. And ever since I did what I did and what happened between us, my mindset, my thought process has changed. And I'm starting to see things differently. I'm starting to feel differently. This is a problem for me because I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be that person who you think is weak. It's me just simply acting. And if I put up a wall, that also means I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to communicate with you. I can pretend as if nothing ever happened. But I know that is wrong. And yet still, I keep up these boundaries. This is exactly why I put these boundaries and I do not change them, because I feel ashamed because I betrayed you. I do feel the power that you have over me. You are so tempting, so sensual. And in this connection, you have a way of making me emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. But before it gets to that, I have put up my boundaries. Overall, I do have strong feelings and emotions for you. And because I have this, I feel that sometimes you are someone who is forbidden in my life. And yet, being with you, I get so much sweetness in my life. When things are dark, gloomy, for me you are that guiding light. You make things feel bright. And the scent of you, it lingers in the air. It lingers so long. Sometimes I dream of you and I fantasize about you, and even though you are not there, I smell your scent. I miss you, but I dare not tell you. This is not about ego and pride now. This is about me feeling completely embarrassed, ashamed for what I've done. I do have pride still. And I do want to reach out to you. The problem is, I don't know how. Even if I did, I don't know what I would say. You do make me nervous. I do adore you. But I also know that you deserve respect. You deserve someone better than me. I feel unworthy of you. Sometimes I just feel worthless. Even though I have these feelings and emotions. I'd rather see you happy instead of me constantly making you sad. All right, Aries. I don't know what to say. In a way, it's like a self-sacrifice. However, I see here, Aries, you have also sacrificed a lot too. You went through a lot. The fact that this person betrayed you. They lied to you. This could be lying. This could be cheating. This could be any way of, or let me rephrase that. This could be any type of situation where you thought that this person had your back, but it turns out they didn't. They did something completely different, and you did not expect that. All right, let's have a look at another set of cards. That is the Lover's Path Tarot. All right. So the Lover's Path Tarot, I like to read this in the reverse. And this is for those of you that never received any closure. Your person of interest may have ghosted you. They may have faded over time. They may have abandoned you. And the communication now is just hardly anything. You guys don't talk much. The first set of cards I just had a look at, that was the current situation between the both of you. This is in the past. So things were going great at some point in this connection, but then it started to increase and it was good, but then all of a sudden it just kind of went downhill. What happened? Your person of interest may not have told you what was in their heart and in their mind. Now, Aries, this is a card Magic. We also have Balance, 2 major arcanas. Magic, you will have to see if this card is applicable to you. It could be vice versa. There's certain cards that come out, and it could be either yourself or your person of interest, okay? I am reading for your person of interest in the sense that this is what they are feeling. This is how they have been. However, for a small portion of you, this could also feel to you as if it's you. This is your energy. We have here Magic, a lack of self-empowerment, not being the master of anything. The mastery, having skills, not having any of that. A lack of growth. Here, it talks about at some point in time in this connection, there was a feeling of the power of an individual being blocked. So it talks about blocked power. Feeling under the spell of another. So someone here, either it's you or them, someone here felt under the spell of another. Sometimes we find these connections where it's just so intense. It's the most intense thing one has experienced in their entire life. And it's hard to let go. You start to obsess. It's difficult to let go. And when that happens, we do feel that it's just so overpowering. And maybe someone's done a spell on someone. Now, spell work could be something that may have happened here. Maybe on you, maybe on them. But it's not necessary. This is just a feeling that this person has, that it's so intense. Now, again, this could be you suspecting this or them thinking that you did something to them. That's how intense this connection was. We also have here manipulating or using others. So either they thought that you were manipulating them or they were manipulating you. Here we also have a need to control situations behind the scenes. This is something that I usually feel this person was doing. Secrecy and trickster behavior. They were keeping secrets. There was trickster behavior involved, which created distrust. And there was a need to control the situation from behind the scenes, somebody being the puppet master. This person could have been the one who's manipulating. And they realized that they were doing this, but they also know that what they were doing is wrong. They just don't know why they were doing it at the time. It's almost as if they were under a spell. And there can be many reasons for this. It could also be just a whole bunch of negative energies were around and inside this person, and so they're just not thinking straight, because that happens too. We have here balance. All right. The balance card here talks about a lack of balance, having an imbalance and feeling uncomfortable with the situation, the inability to find peace within or even with others. And there was a lack of inspiration, whereas once upon a time there was inspiration. Here there's a lack of inspiration. So this is what happened. In the beginning, there was a lack of inspiration. However, the new cards that you just saw, the first set of cards, you do have the word inspiration there, right? There's a card, inspiration. This person started to realize your potential. They started to realize the potential of this connection and how you bring that goodness to it. So they were feeling inspired. But before that, in the past, they were unable to connect the dots. They were feeling that there was a need between the opposites. A balance was needed between the opposites, the union of the conscious and the unconscious aspects of the psyche. Integration and moderation were needed. There was a lack of harmony, a lack of self-control. There was no equilibrium. This is interesting, self-control. This almost feels like this situation was. They were feeling out of balance. There was no self-control. They overindulged. They started to manipulate, got to the point where it was very toxic. And then because they did something bad, they'd had to try to cover it up over time. And this is why the person was acting in this secretive way. There was this trickster behavior. Why is this happening? Let's have a look. I'll refer back to these cards after we have a look at the next set of cards. For me, they're not as clear. I do know what it is. You guys know what it is. But there's always a reason why somebody does what they do. Just give me a sec. For them, it was the only thing that they could possibly do. That's actually the reason why. They were trying to create a balance, but they were feeling uncomfortable. And in order to manage that comfort, right, we had here with the magic card, self-empowerment and growth. So they didn't feel that. But what they were trying to do is act like someone that they were not. And when they did this, it was not genuine. And then they just wanted what they wanted. They were a little selfish here, I see. They were more into, let's see where this goes. They were not really looking into the future. But you were. And this person started to behave in a way that was different from what you originally felt that they were. Like they really started to change over time. And it might have been difficult for you to even recognize this person. This is why this person now acts very detached. They keep that distance from you because when they were with you, when there was love and when there was passion, it was very intense. It was very real. But then all of a sudden, when they're not with you, it's as if they're a stranger. And this person was unable to create that balance at the time in the past. They did not. They could not. They were not able to. But now, with the first set of cards, yes, things have changed. There are feelings and emotions now. That manipulation is gone. And that manipulation and that treachery and that betrayal, that all happened earlier on. But now the person realizes this. And so they have changed. But they just haven't showed you yet. They haven't shown you because they are keeping up those boundaries and they have the illusion. Illusion in the sense that they're hiding things from you. They're not showing you the truth. They're not showing you the real them. And this is, I'm seeing less ego. Some of you may think this person's very egotistical, but I also see stubborn and pride. They're also stubborn. what I'm seeing with the magic card is they do feel in this connection, they were like swept off their feet, right? And it was just too much, too fast, too sudden. They couldn't keep up. All right, maybe this will make more sense. Let's have a look. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. So this is any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. Certain things they may wish to do. Wow. It's a very odd kind of combination here. Although I must say, this is nice. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. So you do have a divine feminine and masculine here. So the King of Pentacles, it talks about how your person of interest is starting to change. They do want to give you a solid offer. They want to be with you. They want to make an offer of commitment. This is assets moving in together, making this connection a bit more solid than what it is. Let's moving to the next level, the next phase, a different stage. That's what this is. So there is an offer coming to you, but we also have some hesitation. Now, this hesitation I'm seeing is from the dark side that they have within themselves. They don't feel good. They don't feel good. And the things that have happened between the both of you, they want to live in denial. They want truce. There's a sense of impasse. There's a sense of wanting to find some peace. Because whatever they've done, it's haunting them. It's gone to the point where every time they think about you, that happy feeling comes, but then also the sad and upset feeling comes too. And they don't feel good about that. They feel that they are the ones who really hurt you. And it's haunting them. That's why this person now, they don't want to see anything. They have a blindfold on. They don't want to see anything. They don't want to hear anything. They've crossed these swords across their heart. They don't want to accept anything. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. And it's just stand still and stand off. Those are the two words I'm seeing right now in my mind's eye. So this is something that this person is going through. Now, this is not external where they're expressing this to you. This is internal. This is something that's their own thoughts and reflection. We also have here the Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful because they think that the both of you could make a great power couple. You can build a future together, your kingdom together. This person sees you, Aries, as somebody who is very nurturing, very caring, very responsible, and also a lot of growth and prosperity, a lot of green. I'm seeing a lot of green. They think that being with you, everything is just happy and positive, and they like this about you. They also see you as somebody who is active, meaning you're always like you're working or you're not lazy. You don't like laziness. They do see this characteristic in you, but they also like the fact that you have this feminine energy too. Now, we have another Pentacles card here. So we got 3 cards here. The 7 of Pentacles. There's a part of them that has taken a step back and they feel that they have invested a lot in this connection, time, energy, and effort that they have put in. What's interesting here is the feeling that they have. It has stopped to a certain degree. Whatever input they had, they are now waiting for the rewards. They are waiting to hear back and to think, to see what's going to happen. What are the results? You reap what you sow, right? And that is what this person is wanting to see. They think that whatever they have done afterwards, even karmically or even emotionally, whatever type of manifestation they've had, whatever they've done, they feel that there is some type of a award or reward that they're supposed to receive. So this is a bunch of waiting. That's all this person's doing. It's just a bunch of hours spent waiting, and they're not taking any action. Here they're just thinking. A lot of these cards are all about thinking. However, I do see an offer with the King of Pentacles. Now, you also have the overall arching theme where this person's brain is very scattered. They're kind of all over the place. There's a lot of temptation around them. There's a lot of other things, projects, people, plans, things like that. So many things are going on in this person's life and they don't know what to focus on. They want to focus on you. But there's also another issue. There's so much happening that they're so overwhelmed. They are just daydreaming and they tend to procrastinate. The card suggests that it's time to get back to work. Get up off your butt and start doing something. That's what this card suggests, not you, for the cross-watcher. So they have been daydreaming. Sometimes this also talks about other options. However, the options, I'm not seeing much of options here. I'm simply just seeing that this person knows that you're the one. They feel that you're the one. Remember earlier, they do have feelings and emotions for you. But these other issues are other responsibilities, tasks, projects, things that they have to complete. And because of that, sometimes their time, energy, and effort, they can't dedicate that to you. They have to keep that set a bit back because they're overwhelmed. I'm seeing this now. They're overwhelmed by demands and responsibilities. And they can't take action towards you sometimes. So it appears here, Aries, it's not just whatever happened before and how this person feels now. It appears that this person's quite busy in their life too. There's certain things that are happening. What the problem is here, even though they're happening, they're not doing anything about it. So everything may be circulating around them and they're just sitting quietly. It's so much work that they're procrastinating the inevitable, right? Whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen. But they're not moving forward and they're not taking any action. Obviously, that's not good, crosswatcher, because then there's no progress. At least out of the 7, even if you tick marked 1, at least you finished that. But here, I don't see that. I see that there's a lot of things. Somebody here is overwhelmed and they're daydreaming, wishful thinking, and they're also blaming the world for certain things that have happened. They have started to fantasize a lot of things, that victim mentality. Because of this, I can't do that. There's excuses, which they may call as reasons. All right. Not a good attitude in actuality. All right, I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, we have here forgiveness. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. So we have forgiveness, wait. And we have the card romance. This is my spiritual card. So this is a spiritually based romantic connection. You guys could either be twin flames, soulmates, or karmic partners. We also have here communicate clearly, recovery, there's something better. Wow. And then we have unlikely. All right, so this is a very strong message. Certain things have happened in this connection, and you, Aries, have been very accommodating. You've been very adjusting. You have adjusted and you have accommodated to the point where you've bent over backwards and now your back is starting to hurt, okay? Probably you should reduce that. 50-50 compromise is good. 60-40 is also good. But 70-30 is not good. This means that you are not being your true, authentic self anymore. You are just trying to keep the peace and you're just trying to make your person of interest happy simply because you love them. That's a problem because people can't be adjusting and accommodating so much to the point where they just lose their own personality, right? Eventually, the true you will come out. So it is important for you to take a step back and to know what it is that you want. Here we have forgiveness. Somebody here has hurt you with the betrayal card. Someone here is going to ask for some forgiveness. Someone here is going to say, I forgive you. And that's good, that's okay. Forgiving The easiest way is to have compassion for that person, if you can. You don't have to, but that's the easiest way. And forgiving someone is important because if we don't, it's like a negative energy bubble that orbits around us no matter where we go. No matter what we do, doesn't matter our age, doesn't matter if we're on planet Earth or even beyond. It is going to be around us. And that grudge will last forever. But if you forgive, then you literally pop that negative energy bubble and it's gone. Once you have that, you yourself are stronger. Because now, this is not something that's weighing you down anymore. Feeling sorry for the person sometimes, feeling pity for them even. Understanding that, you know what? They just don't know. They don't know any better. Had they known better, they would have done certain things in a different way. Like everything would have been different. But they did what they did because that's all they knew. And so forgiveness is important. We are also seeing here, wait, there's certain things that are going to happen in this connection, and the angels here are suggesting don't rush into it. Romance will come, and this is a spiritually based romantic connection. You guys could have had a past life together, that is possible here. Or even you're scheduled to have a future life, which is a future life. It just hasn't been scheduled yet. Well, it has been already scheduled, okay? It's already been scheduled. It just hasn't happened yet because it's not in this lifetime. There's certain readings that I do, and I do past life readings, guys. They're like anomalies. So on average now, I've just seen like 4% of all the readings I do regarding the past life. They're not set in the past life. They're set in the future. And how is that possible? In the spiritual realm, I see that. The past, present, and the future all exist at one point in time. That's why when you guys see each other, your souls connect. Your spirits recognize each other. And there's something unique. You find it difficult to let go. You find it impossible not to obsess. Over time, you realize that there's something different about the both of you. You connect on a very deep soul level. Through that soul experience, with the help of Angel Fakiel and my higher intuitive self, when I do meditate, I do see a future lifetime sometimes. So whatever this type of connection is, it is definitely spiritual. There's something extremely important that exists between the both of you. I have to tell you though, not all the time is it meant to be. Not all the time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes we're just here to give them a lesson and they teach us a lesson. We also have here communicate clearly. This does tell me you're going to have the opportunity to connect with this person and to speak. Okay? Either you're going to speak, this could be a message, text message. Whatever you do, keep it short and sweet and to the point, right? And try to be open. The opportunity that you get, use it wisely. We also have here recovery. This was it was a very impactful situation that occurred, and it just it rocked your world, but not in a good way. You kind of had the tower moment where everything just came crumbling down. And then you're wondering, why did I even bother getting into this connection? You didn't have any choice, really. You just fell in love. And it's because you have a spiritual connection. It is very difficult to even keep your distance. So recovery is here. Somebody here, a few of you out there, this connection may have drained you emotionally, spiritually, physically. And if that is the case, I'll talk about this later. I do have a reading that I can do for you to help you regain that balance back. We're also having here the feeling of letting go. And the angels here are saying it's important for you to let go. Why? After letting go, there's two things that are going to happen. Recovery will occur after you let go of this person and the situation or the belief-related issue. After you let go and stop chasing, maybe you are, maybe you're not. But letting go is the key. This is a strategy card. Recovery will be had as long as you let go. And if you let go, something better is going to come into your life. Or, number two, someone better is going to come into your life. And that someone better could be another past life connection, spiritual connection. Overall, Aries, I see here the overall arching theme, unlikely. This simply means certain things are going to occur in this connection. You had a particular vision and plan in mind, it's unlikely going to be that which you thought. It will be a different variation of it, okay? It's going to be a different variation. It's not going to be the exact same thing, but it'll be slightly different. But it's unlikely going to be something that you had thought of. Usually these type of things, when they play out, it's very different from what we had thought, from what we had planned. And over time, things change. And that's your reading, Aries. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments as much as I can, and I do write back as much as I can. But I do enjoy the information that you sometimes share. It does help me understand a bit more about what you guys are going through. Here we have the romance card and the recovery card. So for those of you that are curious, do I do personal readings? Yes, I do. The personal readings I do, you can go on my website, www.asnointia.com. You can go to the rates and packages section, and you'll see there that I have a few that are still available. And one is the past life package. So please do read the description before you place an order. You'll know exactly what it is that you're going to receive. And I also do love readings. There I also tell you what type of spiritual connection you have with this person. That is a written report as well as an audio. Now, regarding the recovery card, I have something called a chakra checkup package. That is me remotely viewing your home, wherever it is that you're living, wherever you reside, around your home, inside your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. Okay? So mostly outside the home, it doesn't make much of a difference, but inside and around your body and on the inside of your chakra centers, that is what's important. And so I do have the ability of seeing what you have, how many you have, and I teach you how to get rid of these things. So it is important to get rid of negative energies because it creates a better balance in your body. This can happen because of many reasons. Partly because of traumatic reasons, sadness, hopelessness, frustration, anger even, worrying. All of these things attract these type of negative energies. And you can't manifest when you have negative energies in your life. It's important to get rid of these things so that whatever's owed to you karmically, whatever is written in your book of life, it will come to you. Whatever you want to manifest, as long as it is practical and logical, it will come to you. I also have another channel, Asnointia Audio, and that is on YouTube. The videos there are absolutely free. Please do visit that channel. For those of you who are new, I do have videos there on relationship-related advice, past life, and spiritual connections, as well as one video on negative energies. What and who are negative energies, how to recognize and remove such things from your life. That's it, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the comments, the support. Please do let me know what part of this reading resonated with you the most. And I know it's a general love reading. It's not private. It is not going to resonate for everybody. But whatever parts did, please share with me your stories. I do sometimes use that information as inspiration. It is motivating and inspiring. So I do create content on the other channel as well. All right, guys. You all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Bye now.